Okay, what's good, folks? How you all doing? One sec. Let me check my sound. It so weird. You know, I'm gonna be real. This headset is broken, and I'm getting a new one soon enough here. Whatever. We'll deal with it for now. 3 viewers as soon as I turn the freaking screen on. What's up, fellas? Relatable. I know. How you guys doing? What's up? Hey, Casper, my boy. How you doing? I haven't been live in a while. My headphone cable broke. I haven't been live in a while, and I do mean a lot. I can't speak. I haven't been live in a while. Since like the beginning of the month, and the simple reason for that is I'm not stream. I'm not gonna be doing a ton of streams here. I have to use an ancient Bluetooth dongle with my PC. Doing all right, playing some Minecraft on my phone with that controller. Awesome. And there's been a few reasons I haven't been live. One, I'm focusing more on my actual video content, like always. Two, so there's been that. Two, the Odin. I've been playing a lot of the Odin. Three, I haven't really had the desire to stream a ton. And four, I just haven't really had anything to play on stream. But today, I want to play Victoria 2. Now, that might sound boring to some of you guys, and I completely understand if you're not interested in watching Vicky 2. But I really want to play Vicky 2. I also want to talk about the future of the channel. So if you want to stay tuned for anything, stay tuned for that. Because I'm going to be talking about the channel, my stream schedule going forward, how close we are to monetization. We hit a subscriber goal. There's a lot of stuff that I haven't talked to you guys about, and I was going to talk to you about it on a video. But I was like, you know what, man? I'm probably going to get on my computer. I'm probably going to play Victoria 2. Why not just come on here and play Victoria 2 and tell you guys about the future of the channel and what's going down here soon enough. So, yeah, I got a new mod. It's called the Grand Combination mod. It's a really cool mod. We're going to play that. I'm going to play... I'm thinking... I want to play a fun little nation today that I never play, and I want to play Ukraine. I never have played Ukraine before. And so I want to play Ukraine. Just give me a second to turn on a couple of my mods. I'm going to be using the Grand Combination mod. It's a really fun little mod. I'm going to be putting on a map mod. And then there's a couple of fun mods here. I'm going to put on the Fantasy Formable mod. And I think that's it. Direct Immigration sub mod. I don't use that one. I don't need the performance head-on. The fantasy formable one, though, it doesn't give... I don't know what are fantasy formables, or what fantasy formable nations you can form, what said specific... 5 viewers already, all at what is it? 316 on Wednesday. That's a little insane. I don't know what specific countries you can form with fantasy formable, but it is just a mod I turned on just for that specific reason. I don't know. Maybe you can form France, Spain. Wait a second. I wonder if you can form the Franco-Spanish Union. I have to look at that. Maybe you can do that in this game. That would be really fun if you could form the Franco-Spanish Union. We'll take a look. We'll take a little look. But yeah. So like I said, how are you guys doing? I'm doing really well. We hit a subscriber goal. We hit 2,150 subscribers. So we're well on our way to 3,000 subscribers here. We're coming close, man. Well, I wouldn't say close, but we're moving. It's definitely moving along. Currently, we're at 2,152. My newest video came out yesterday, and it didn't do super well, but it did okay. It managed to recoup some views. Got about 34 views, and it was an episode of It was actually the newest episode of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Darkness. We're getting there, exactly. It's a new episode of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Darkness. It's chapter 13, I believe I did. 13. You guys gotta forgive me. I'm old. I'm not remembering. Chapter 13. Yeah. So if you haven't seen chapter 13, go ahead and go check it out. It was fun to record. And I'll have chapter 14 coming out here for you guys in just a little bit. Just bear with me. We had the explosive growth of the unboxing of the Odin 2 portal. That video did insane. 610 views. We're getting super close to getting monetized. We're at 1,976 hours as of March 21st. We need 3,000 to get the first wave of monetization, and second at 4,000. I managed to get some perks earlier, new Twitch and TikTok capes, and some movie skins. Oh, that's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. And I wanna, we're getting close. I'm like I said, when we get monetized, guys, I'm gonna do a giveaway. So, just remember, you guys help me go back and watch some of those old videos. I'd very much appreciate it. When we get monetized, I'm gonna host a giveaway here, and yeah, I don't know why the music isn't playing. That's a little weird. Oh, you know what? I turned the audio down, so when the game loads, I'll turn the audio back up. What's up, Slayer? What's up, Bear Type? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. We're just chilling. We're chilling. We're playing some Victoria 2, talking about the future of the channel, and I mostly wanted to come on here and just kind of let you guys know one of the reasons I haven't been streaming is because I've been focusing more on my actual main video content, which has always been the core of the channel. This will always be a YouTube channel where I make videos first and foremost, and I've been focusing more heavy on that as we go along, and I'm going to continue to do that going forward into the month of April. My birthday is actually in a couple weeks. I forgot to say it. My birthday is almost here. For those of you who don't know, my birthday is April 7th. So April 7th is my birthday. I'm not your stream sometime because you stream right in time when I go to sleep, but I try to be here. Yeah, okay, I live in the, I'm assuming if you say, I stream right when you're about to go to sleep, you don't live in the U.S. I live in the United States, right? And on weekends, I try to stream at 1, randomly on Wednesday, and today's a random Wednesday, though, so I'm streaming at a random day, so I wish I could have better times for my international viewers. But it is really, really hard if you live in the U.S. to try to base your streams around a bunch of international viewers when you have a main United States audience. I know it is really hard because I have people who watch the channel who live in the UK. I have Casper who lives in Poland. There's Kavaper who lives in Latvia, and there's just a bunch of different people all around the world who watch the channel these days and don't live here in the United States where I do, so I try to balance the times out. It is really hard to find a time where everyone is like free and available at one specific time, you know what I'm saying? Like even now, I'm streaming early in the United States, right? It's 3:20 on a Wednesday, so most of my viewers are probably either at work or school, you know? No, that's okay. 90% of streamers are live and about 9 to 12 p.m. for me. I know, and that sucks. I wish I could cater. I wish I could do, maybe, one day in the future, I'll try to start doing earlier streams, right? Like, streams that will be like 9 a.m., not 9 a.m., but maybe like 10 or 11 a.m. my time. So, and then maybe start doing 2 streams a day. One for like an hour or something earlier on in the day or something. I don't know. That's something for the future. I don't know if I really have the time to balance something like that right now. But maybe we could try something out like that, for some of my viewers who are in different parts of the world. I'm going to turn the music up for you guys because I know it's down a little low. I'm not going to turn it up too loud, though, because it will get kind of loud. Let's see. I'm curious. We are going to play Ukraine today. We are. But I'm going to quickly click France because I want to see. I have a Fantasy Formables mod on, and I don't know what formables are in the game. Maybe I can form some insane stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because I noticed, how's the Odin 2 Portal so far? You like it? I love it. I love it. That's another reason I haven't been streaming is I've been dedicating so much time to it. And I'm going to be real with you. I almost streamed from it today. I was going to stream from the Odin 2 Portal today, and I was going to play Donkey Kong Country 2, but I really, really wanted to play Victoria 2, and I was like, I wanted to play Victoria 2 so bad that it was at the point to where I was going to be like, you know what, man, just forget the stream in general, just go play Vicky 2, but I was like, you know what? Play the USA and do the most radical reconstruction. No, we're not playing the USA. We're gonna play Ukraine, but I wanna see something. I have this mod on. Well, the main mod I have on is called the Grand Combination mod. But more importantly, wait a second. You are Kavopper! You are Kavopper, aren't you? I didn't even think about this, but you are. Right? Yeah, you're his second guy. Oh, you almost tricked me. You almost tricked me, Kavapper. I almost didn't recognize you, man. Um, we're going to play. What, man? You completely tripped me up. I want to see. I have this mod called the Grand Combination, and I got the Fantasy Formable. So I want to see if there is a decision to form spread pro-slavery propaganda. What? Okay, hold on. But the channel tunnel, the decree of the Algerian Commune. Just give me 1 second. Left bank. Oh, can I like integrate? So I can integrate. So with this, you can like all puffs, Germanic, the Kingdom of France. Okay, so this allows me to do what? I thought that would allow me to gain some cores on like Luxembourg. I'm guessing French language schooling. Hold on, I'm trying to go through this. And we originally proposed to the British in 1830 stated that Belgium should be divided between the provinces of France, Britain. So you can do this again? How do you do this? Oh, so you just have to like literally... Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to read something. On my tablet, so I may not respond on stream, but I'll be listening to the stream. Okay, that's cool. You could use to mirror your OTP to your screen. Yeah, I know. It's easy for me to just stream directly from the Odin itself, but that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to play Victoria 2. Increase the conscription time. Officially recognized. Okay, so there is no... I'm guessing you can't do the French... Hold on, let me tag over to Spain real quick and see. I'm going to tag over to Spain real quick. And we'll see. Tag space SPA Spain without the S. Okay. Can you do... Oh, no, okay. So I think with Spain you could probably... Yeah, this is the one where you kind of just go back and conquest. Pan. So yeah, I think this is the one that... Yeah, okay, that just allows you to do... You can become Iberia, though. You can become Iberia. That's a lot of stuff, but I guess you can't do Franco-Spanish Union here either. That's fine. That is fine. That's kind of cool, though. I'm almost tempted to play Spain, but not today. Not today. For today, we will be playing Ukraine. So I'm going to go over and do RSU. I mean, RUS. I don't know what I'm talking about. So we're playing Russia, and the plan is simple. I'm going to be releasing myself as Ukraine, but to do so, I'm going to quickly have to go over here and peace out with these guys, because that's the only way that I can, by the way, doing this weakens Russia, which, you know, I kind of would like to weaken Russia, I'm not going to lie to you, so I'm going to quickly go do that. And then, because I pieced out with them, I still can't release myself, so I have to quickly unpause the game real fast. Okay. So I quickly pieced out with both of those guys. And to make this a little bit fair, so I don't instantly just die, I'm going to be doing some other stuff real quick. So I'm going to quickly release Belarus. Then I'm going to tag over. I'm going to tag back over to Russia. I'm going to, because they don't have a direct border with it, I'm also going to quickly release Lithuania so it doesn't look like absolutely terrible. Right? And there we go. Lithuania's free. And then I'm going to go tag back over to Russia again. Tag RSU. I'm going to release I'm going to quickly release Ukraine, and then I'm going to release Moldova, because Moldova is very stupid, and it's right there and cut off, and we don't want that to look bad. Border gore, so I'm going to quickly go tag RUS, and then we're going to release Moldova. And they're 2 provinces. There we go. So Moldova is now free, and then I'm going to quickly go one more time, and I'm going to quickly, give me 1 second, tag UKR. There we go. So that should about do it. And the reason I'm doing it that way, Johnny's back. Just use change owner. No, okay. So, Kavapper, if I use change owner to integrate it into Ukraine, which I usually would do, if I do that, Russia's still going to have cores on them, right? So then Russia's just going to declare war on me. But by doing it this way and just going in and annexing them later on, which I will do, by doing it this way, also Moldavia gets cores on them. They might try to go in and annex them. By doing it this way, it means that Russia won't declare war on me because they no longer have cores on any of this land. On my land, they don't have cores on Belarus's land. They don't have cores on Lithuania's land. You see what I'm saying? Also, I'm probably going to take the advantage and go in and I'm probably going to... I don't get... See, in this particular mod, in some mods as Ukraine, you get Belarusian accepted. In this mod, you do not. So I'm probably not going to... I don't have the means to annex Belarus directly. I am probably going to go puppet them. Lithuania, on the other hand, I'm going to kind of leave to their own devices. Also, when the Polish break free, if they break free in this mod, the Russians cannot get to them. They cannot get to them. So what's most likely going to happen is we're going to see a free Poland in this game, which, you know, it's all cool. And if not, and if they're stuck at permanent war, I'll probably just go and tag over to Russia and fix it. Whatever. So some of you guys might be saying, well, hey, you're making Russia significantly weaker. And that's not entirely true. Russia still has 9.3 million pops. The reason you do this, right, is simply to keep, the reason I do this is simply to just keep Russia from instantly destroying me, right? Because if I don't do this, you know what's going to happen? Russia or Austria, probably both of them, are going to just bum rush me from both sides, and I'm going to die. I've done it before. That's what usually tends to happen. So to prevent that, I found that you can release Belarus and Lithuania. You can get yourself a nice little Belarusian puppet, you know what I'm saying? Because Belarus doesn't get up to much. They're kind of weak. They don't have much of a big army. And Lithuania will usually ally you, and you don't really care too much about them. So, you know, you can make your name bigger on the map, have yourself a nice little puppet there that'll never break free from you. You can annex Moldavia to get a few extra pops, about 100,000 pops, not much, right? Again, you could also try to, like, annex some of, you can try probably to annex some of their stuff, but, like, it's not really worth it when you can just puppet them and then have all their manpower, control all their troops in a war when they immobilize and everything, and then you just, you know, Belarus is just yours. Their industry, because if you become a great power, their industry will all just fall into you anyway, because you're going to add them to your sphere, so... You know, it's a lot better to just have Belarus as a puppet if you're going to do a Ukraine game. At least that's the way I found that I like to do it. Now, we're missing a few early techs. I'm not going to take those, though, because you always got to take medicine first, so our pops don't, you know, die. Only 8.4%. 8.4% of our population can read. That is not a lot of people at all. So, we're going to spend some of our time and our more, in our bigger provinces, and we're going to go ahead and encourage some clergymen, because we need our population to read. We can only get 2 slots right now, I don't know what I'm thinking. Now in Ukraine, we have ourselves some good old RGOs, some coal, a lot of coal, and some wheat too. So the goal here, our best bet, right, is early on in our most coal-heavy province, which is Luhansk. We're gonna go over there and we're gonna make ourselves a glass factory, right? Then we're gonna come to one of our other provinces over here, and we're gonna make ourselves a liquor distillery, and that should make the money mostly flow in, since those factories can sort of subsidize themselves. Also, important, our cores. Austria has them. They have a fair few bit of our cores, right? And if you notice, when we look on the map here, they have a decent chunk of pops in our cores, right? This is no laughing matter. They have some pretty sizable pops. I'm missing the proper province right here. I'm in the wrong area. I can see that I'm in the wrong area. I'm looking for Slovakia. Like, you see, they have some decent chunk of our pops over here, and there's 300,000 people there. This is mostly Ukrainian. A couple of these areas, this is like all 76% Ukrainian. So they have a couple of our cores and our pops that we want to get back from them. So our goal here is to ally with someone that can help us get them back, preferably Russia. But Russia does not like us, and they will not ally with us, so we will not be getting our pops back through Russia. I'm going to quickly do a couple other things real fast. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go into the. I'm gonna open up the menu real quick and change a few things so some fun stuff happens. Right. See all options. I'm gonna turn early crisis on. So early crisis is now on. UK splendid isolationism is on. The United States won't colonize Africa, which I have off on purpose because I don't want them to colonize Africa. Extra flavor is on. Microstates is on. Early colonial conquest is disabled. I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. So you should be able to... minor great power diplomacy ban. No, what is that? Minor great power diplomacy ban? No, okay, I'll leave that off because that means that the minor powers and great powers can't talk to each other. Unite as puppet options default. I don't know what that actually means, but I'm guessing it means you can annex your puppets or something. I'm leaving that on. Mobilization limiter for AI default. I'm turning that. I'll leave that off. Bankruptcy events on one. You can break Brazil up. I don't know why, but I want to turn on lucky nations. And the reason I want lucky nations on is a few minor powers can get lucky, and it'll make it a lot easier to industrialize for them, and they'll get like bonuses. I could be one of those lucky nations. I probably won't be, but I could be. Belarus could also be one of those lucky nations. Let's hope they are not one. I'm going to quickly turn that off. I'm going to do National Awakening. I don't know what this does. Oh, it gives me prestige. And then everybody who has Ukrainian accepted loses Ukrainian accepted by doing that. So that's why we're going to quickly go ahead and take that. I'm going to quickly tax my population to high heck, turn up all my tariffs because I have to fund my education system, as well as I'm going to need to, I'm going to unpause it real fast because I got to actually fix up the military. No, we're going to decline that. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to quickly fix up the military real fast because we don't want our military to be bad, right? So I'm going to take you 1, 2, 3, 4, right? I'm going to move those up there. I'm instantly going to justify on Belarus before they have the opportunity to go and make friends with anyone else, right? So I'm going to take the rest of these, split them out. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm gonna take the rest of this and delete it. And the reason you might be saying, well, Sega Slayer, why are you deleting like half of your army? What is wrong with you? You're insane. And you're right, I am insane. Except no, I'm not actually insane. I can't afford to fund that entire army like that. I'm just gonna get killed instantly. You know, I'm probably thinking about it. I probably should have went for Moldavia first. Moldova, not Moldavia. Moldova first. Okay, so I need... Oh, did I get Lucky Nation? No, I didn't. Okay. So I got 2 artilleries. I need 3 artillery. Okay, yeah, that's okay. See, and then I get unlucky with the marsh thing, right? Where a bunch of my provinces are now just not inhabitable at all. I can disable the upper house. I don't really care about doing that because then you lose prestige. So I'm gonna just turn that off. The reason you can do that, dissolve the upper house. The reason that is a feature in this mod is it allows you to essentially rework your upper house. Okay, he's a marvelous statesman. So I get you get new first ministers, and some of them are good at certain things, others are bad at certain things, right? This new first minister, he's really good. He's a marvelous statesman, which means I get ruling party support plus 50%, right? Minus 0.5% infamy, diplomatic points plus 25%. That's overpowered. That is overpowered as heck. I'm not gonna lie to you. That is really good. We're gonna try to, for now, buddy up with a great power. I don't know who it will be, but we will be trying to buddy up against one of them. I'm going to try my hardest to I'm probably going to have to death stack the heck out of Belarus, but I want to get them puppeted as quick as possible before they have time to ally with anyone else, right? Because they're 15th, I'm 10th, right? Getting them under the cloak now would be really good, really, really good, which we want to do, so... They will not accept, man. I love the way this mod makes the game look. It really gives it a fresh new coat of paint. Everyone gets a bunch of new decisions. Or like, look at this. This is British North American, or the Hudson Bay Company, right? Or over here we have the East India Company, right? So it does some really cool stuff with nations and puppets and things like that. If I go down here to Australia, I don't know if Britain have this. Okay, Britain just has Australia directly annexed and colonized. It also fixes up the borders a little bit, which I like better. We got the Empire of Brazil down here. It's looking very good. Bunch of uncolonized land in the middle. Okay, so there we go. I got my casus belli on Belarus. We're gonna quickly. The economy's not blowing up yet, and I can't. Oh, and I can build factories too, so that's even better. Give me 1 second. Where's it's Luhansk, right? No, that's not the right. Where? Give me 1 second. I'm just looking for the proper province. I don't think I changed these names from Russian names. Yeah, there's probably not a decision to change these names from the Russian names, is there? Whatever. Okay, we don't really care too much anyway. We're looking for the coal. How much coal is produced here? Here we go. I think, okay. We're gonna go right here and we're gonna build ourselves a glass factory. And the reason we want to build a glass factory is because it doesn't really require much but coal, and it's relatively cheap, but it'll also produce us a ton of money, right? So we want to go over here and find the state that has the absolute most wheat in it, which is probably that one, but Austria has it. So we're going to go to this one right here, and we're going to build ourselves a liquor distillery. Beverage industry. Well, I'm not looking for... Oh, so they changed it. It's a little bit different in this mod, but whatever. Winery. Whatever. We'll go ahead and get the beverages industry right here. Those will be the two factories we build, and that's what we'll be spending our money on, because war is kind of expensive, and this war against Ukraine, Belarus is going to be expensive. I'm going to quickly go and make them my puppet. Will Lithuania join? Lithuania will not join. Oh, God, that is incredibly loud, but it doesn't matter. All that matters is, for now, I'm just going to... What happened? Hold on, guys. 1 second. Give me a second. Okay, guys. Sorry about that, but let me see. We're gonna def stack our army here for now. Because, well, we gotta beat Belarus, which shouldn't be too hard. Okay, well, that's weird. Okay, it was a little bit different yesterday, but whatever. Mine's off from Greece, so we don't really care about having the Greeks as allies. I'm gonna be real with you. We just care about def stacking and beating Belarus, because Belarus is gonna mobilize. What? Oh, yeah, you good. I want that artillery. Rip mic. No, the mic didn't stop. I literally put it up. I said, give me 1 second, guys. Oh, no, that's not good. That's not good. Oh, no, that's not good. We got to be smart about this. We got to let them walk away first, you know? This is a computer program, so we got to... Oh, are they going to go in the same direction? Okay, we're going to go back over here. I don't know if we need to mobilize yet. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let the troops build up first, and then I'm gonna mobilize real quick. Yeah, I wasn't going to mobilize, but I think I need to mobilize real fast. They expanded their war goal? How? Cut me down to size? Whatever. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's not even that big a deal. It's fine. Oh, the game's paused. I'm sitting here wondering why I'm not moving. The game's freaking paused, man. Okay, now we're gonna take this army right here, and we're gonna hopefully make it to them before they make it over there. But if not, whatever, you know, that's what shift click is for. "61 divisions is crazy." A lot of troops are gonna die in this war. Man, moving around without railroads is so slow. There's still a bunch of Russians here who I wish would kind of leave my land. You know, I'd very much appreciate if you would just, like, go away, Russia, please. Oh my god! Will they join? Yo, they will! Bro! Bro, I'm set. I'm set. Look at that. Look at that insane death stack they have right there. Look at that. I'm trying to get over there. It takes so long to move. The AI outsmarted me by having a 10 times bigger death stack than I had, and I didn't notice that they had it. Hey, Russia, you want to help me out here, man? No, I'm going to pull out of that battle. Oh, my God. The war score they had to get from that has got to be insane. Russia, do something, please. I know they did not. The Russians mobilized? Okay, we're gonna go about this a little smarter because we have a way bigger population. And that was my fault for not noticing that they had moved like an insanely sized death stack into that province. I did not see that death stack whatsoever. Why does the AI randomly just mobilize out of nowhere, though? I'm sorry, but why is Russia mobilized against Belarus? That doesn't make much sense. No! There is no way! I refuse to believe. What the heck, man? Did they get the Lucky Nation buff or something? Because there's no way! There's literally no way I'm losing to Belarus right now. There's no way! How? There's no way Russia is losing right now. There's no way. Poor Ukrainian farmers dying for random nations fighting with no purpose whatsoever. I have mobilized the entire country into one army to fight the Belarusian menace and to lose. And your best attack general. Well, I hate to break it to you, Kvaper, but I don't have the greatest of attack generals. I've got one. I got a minus defense general. It's the only general I got at the moment, Kvaper. The only general. So your boy's just gonna have to. I gotta wing it right now. I have to wing it. They got really lucky. I'm certain they had to get the Lucky Nation buff because there's no other way that Belarus is somehow just winning. I mean, and plus it doesn't even make sense. Russia mobilized. Russia mobilizing means that something is up here. The AI knows something is up. Something cannot be right for the Russian AI to randomly mobilize against Belarus. That doesn't make any sense. What the Lucky Nation thing does is it picks 11 random countries, 11 random minor secondary powers or civilized nations, and it gives them buffs, right? And my only guess here is that Belarus got lucky and got the Lucky Nation buff, and they're like just insanely strong. Because there's no way. I'm a little terrified Russia might white peace. That's what I'm scared of. Also, the AI is really annoying in the fact that it constantly just runs away in this mod. Look! There's no way! There's no way this battle is equal. Russia should win this, no problem. Look! Look at that! Well, that's a really good general, too. But look! It's rolling a 7! It keeps rolling 7s! There's no way! Those funny endings. By the way, your version in TGC is ancient. What do you mean? This is like the newest version. I literally went to the website and this was the newest version I grabbed. So how is this one ancient? Explain, Kavapper. Like, I'm not even joking. I literally went to the website and got the newest version they offered. How is this ancient? Yeah, look, we got this in the bag. It took a little while, and it took a few dead Ukrainians, but we got it. We got it. Not that many people died. Not that many people died whatsoever, you know? The economy, yeah, sure. What do you mean the economy's not about to crash? I don't know what you're talking about. Look, there's like 2 clerks in crash. We've got clerks? There are clerks here. The economy's not about to crash yet. Probably in the future. There's capitalists here? There are! I've got capitalists. I'm going to go ahead and turn that down then, because I don't want to tax my capitalists. Did they disappear? Did the only capitalists? Yeah, the only capitalists did disappear. I wish I got Spirit Bear. Look at what Russia is doing right now. Look at the Russian bear I have awakened. Who did the Austrians ally with? Is it the British? It is not the British. You know what, boys? I'm thinking I might go ahead and call in the. The Russians to get my cores from Austria. What are you guys thinking? Woo! Okay, guys. I'm thinking about legitimately calling in. Will they join? Will they join? The Russians will accept. There we go. Now, I'm going to sit back and do absolutely nothing and let the Russians fight this war for me and hopefully get my course, okay? Well, I am going to do something. I'm going to see if Austria will march some armies in, and then I'm going to kill those armies as soon as they come in, you know? So, look, the Russian horde is already right there. So we're going to hopefully have the Russians do it. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm calling in the Russians, and hopefully they will come in and get my cores back from Austria, because we will be a lot stronger if I get those cores. Plus, I'm almost certain the Austrians probably put some factories in my land. Well, in my cores. They probably put a couple factories there. So I'm imagining if we can quickly trick the AI by just death stacking the heck out of these front lines and killing as many Austrian armies as possible, we shall get our cores back. You shouldn't attack Austria directly. I'm gonna death stack their smaller armies and cut them off when I see them. That's what I'm gonna do. Otherwise I'm not going to just go in and like start sieging down Austrian land. Like, look, this is a battle. I want to go into this battle. If I can make it in time, I would like to go into this battle and quickly help the Russians reinforce and win. I can, come on. Come on, you can make it. If you can make it, we can definitely help the Russians win this battle. The Austrians have lower org and everything. Yes. Okay. Bada bing. If we, all that matters, listen, it's not that big a deal. If we can quickly, oh, see, that is a battle we don't want to go into. If we can kill off the Austrian more established armies, right? So I'm talking about like their armies with the like the artillery and stuff in it, then we can definitely win this war right here. We can definitely do it. It's all about being smart, though. It's all about being smart. Plus, this is not even that much war score. So if the Russians don't try to take anything, we should easily have this one in the bag. Look, Russia, walk into this battle. Walk in and help me. Walk into this battle and help me. Okay. There's not much here. So if we can win this on war score alone, we're good. Also, infamy goes down pretty fast in this mod, too. It's a pretty big battle. I don't want the Russians to lose such a big battle. That's going to hurt the war score. Look at that. Spain joined the war? Wow. Okay. No, okay, you know what? Never mind. That's a losing battle. I'm not going into that battle. That is stupid. Okay, I'll go in now when there's only 23 troops in the. Oh no, never mind. I'm not gonna go in there. I will go into that one. I wanted to go into that one. I don't think I'm gonna be able to go into that one though, because the Austrian army there that was right there won't leave. Yeah, this is going much worse than I thought it would have. I'm not going to lie to you. It definitely took a turn for the worse. Bro, I'm gonna lose. It's not going great. I think we might have took a major L here, guys. I'm gonna be right. I think I probably should have just let the Russians build back up, and we're gonna have to try again later. Yeah. It's not going super well. I thought the Russians would have. Oh, well, they do have a lot more troops than I thought they did. So maybe. Maybe they can still get a little something going here. They still have a ton of troops. Can I get into this battle before it ends? Bro, this is defensive tile too. Oh, man, this is not looking. I'm getting my actual own land siege down. The Russians are failing me. I didn't even call the Belarusians into the war. I'm going to call them in so they stop giving free passage to the Austrians entering. Why doesn't Belarus instantly get military access? They're literally... Oh, well, we don't have an alliance, that's why they don't get it. There we go. Maybe the Russians can go through their land now. You know? Maybe they couldn't do that before. Can I catch them off guard? No, I wanted to catch them right there. Well, never mind. I was going to attack them, but they attacked me. Oh, okay, no, that's not. It's not the greatest. That's not the greatest thing that could happen. I'm gonna retreat from that battle. The Russians pieced out. Are those independence rebels? Those are Jacobin rebels. Okay. Note to self: do not attack Austria until you're ready. I guess I'll have to seize the moment a little bit later on when the Austrians The good news is I didn't lose anything. You know, I didn't lose much except a bunch of population who died in that war. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to wait until the Austrians either have like their civil war or like something happens to the Austrians that really cooks them, because otherwise it's probably not a really great idea to just go in on Austria unprepared like that. What do I have left, dude? Okay, I still have some artillery left and my hussar. So all I need to do is just make a little bit more artillery and the hussar, and I'll have my army and infantry, and I'll have my army. That's not good. It's not good. Okay. It's fine, boys. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It could have been worse. These could be independence rebels. It's not, though. So it's fine. All we got to do is kill these rebels. Fix up the country a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Okay, now that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad, but it's not over yet. There's a lot of Jacobin rebels. I think we're gonna have ourselves a liberal democracy coming here, or I guess not a democracy, but a constitutional monarchy. Pretty soon. It's probably what we're gonna be. And I hate that I have tariffs this high, but you know what? We don't have that many bureaucrats anyway. I'm not getting that many. I'm not getting that much in taxes, and the factories that I have set up are kind of like they're kind of failing. We need more. We need more craftsmen here for sure. Ouch. Defensive plus joke. Attack some tiny spearling instead. Attacks any others can be pit. You shouldn't attack us directly. Yeah, we got cooked, but it's fine. It's fine. We're not that bad off, okay, guys. It looks a lot worse than it actually is. It's not that bad. I'm actually gonna cancel these armies. Sure, I'm gonna cancel this army for now. Because, well, we're probably about to follow the Constitution and constitutionalism, which I don't really want to do. But at the same time, I don't really want to mobilize. Maybe I will mobilize. I kind of want to stay a monarchy. I'm gonna be real. At least for now, I don't really want to lose being a monarchy. So I think I'm gonna mobilize for now to quickly try my best to kill these troops. You know what I'm saying? I say these troops, I mean these rebels. I quickly want to kill these. What is going on with the border down here? That looks a little weird. I'm gonna try to quickly kill these rebels the best I can, because I don't want to become a oh no, they sieged down the capital. That's not good. It's not good. They're gonna wait there too. Yeah, it might be over, guys. I might be about to fall to liberalism. Disgusting. I wanna stay a monarchy. No, look, 70. They have a 70 stack right there. That's crazy, man. I'm so cooked. There's nothing I can do. That is a 70 stack. That's a 70 stack of rebels. Bro, I'm so done. Yeah, I'm gonna retreat before I lose any. Well, guys, constitutional monarchy it is. That's so lame. That's so lame. I wanted to stay a monarchy, an absolute monarchy, at least for a little bit longer. What is that? Oh, okay. Okay, guys. So we're gonna be turning our sights to Oh my God. Haven't you had enough? Literally, there's nothing left to raise up for. What are you still doing? You already have the capital. There you go. You happy now? There, constitutional monarchy. Look, there you go. Oh, it's a parliamentary monarchy. And the Ukrainian Democratic Party. They put the Democratic Party in charge. And I'm gonna assume, yep, I can't intervene anymore because they don't allow me to invest in pop projects or build factories. Now you know why no one ever puts the Liberal Party in charge in this game, like legitimately. Great, just great. Great, everything's peachy, guys. Everything's going great here in Ukraine at the moment. Everything is going really good. I promise you. One, two, three. Okay. It's fine. It's so early game that it really doesn't matter. These are a ton of Jacobin. Oh my God. It's even worse for Belarus. Look at that. I would go kill those guys, but I don't really have an army. We are going to have to do something about those Belarusian nationalists, though, because I don't want those guys, because they're going to... Oh, no. Well, back to war with Belarus, I suppose. Am I still... I lost my alliance with Russia? That is so lame. Back to war with Belarus. Yeah, I'm sorry, Belarus, but that's the last thing I can let happen. I can't lose my Belarusian puppet. Of all the things that could have happened, I can't lose that puppet. I'm not going to lie to you. So, you're kind of cooked. I'm sorry, Belarus, but you gotta... They're also a constitutional monarchy. I'm not going to walk up into there just yet. I'm not stupid. I think I'm most bummed out about the fact that literally, my factories are closing. I'm most bummed out about the fact that I'm gonna grab freedom of trade real quick. That I don't know what I'm bummed out about, but we gotta go take care of this. I gotta get Belarus back under my thumb. There's no freedom here, man. No freedom whatsoever. I can't allow Belarus to escape. They're probably the most important part of my country, solely because I just need to have the bigger border, and I need Russia. I need Russia not to annex them, right? So I need Russia to stay on my side, so I don't annex them. So I need a big... And bro, this is so bad. What? So, scandal affect the Ukrainian Liberal Party. Popular candidates have allegedly been involved in smuggling of illicit goods, bro. Also, there's a new election. I'll let the chips fall where they are. So it's ruling seems the Austrian. Oh, Bulgaria wants to get free already. Who are the Russians gonna back? The Ottomans, Austrians. United Kingdom is not decided. The Ottomans. Spain is gonna back the Austrians. Oh, that could be interesting. That could be a little interesting. I mean, it doesn't really matter to us here in Ukraine because, well, you know, we're not a GP. We're not even close to a GP. I mean, our only factory, one of our only factories is closed. We no longer have any capitalists here. I'm gonna have to go back to funding oh God, oh God, the economy. It doesn't exist. Oh no! The French backed the Austrians. They did. This could be an explosive little war. You know, if the Prussians back the Ottomans, that could be an explosive little war. One we could maybe take advantage of. Maybe, probably not. I mean, we don't really have much in the way of an army or an economy or money or anything of the sort. Actually. I mean, we had one capitalist, and he went bye-bye relatively quickly. We're probably going to go bankrupt here soon enough. And we're fighting yet another death war to save our puppet, who is also heavily in a bad position. If you think you have it bad, try playing an uncivilized nation with sanctions. Yeah, I've done that before. I've had it pretty bad before. But it's okay. We'll recover. We're not in, like I said, we're not really in that bad a position, and we'll recover here soon enough. You see? You see that? I just killed all the rebels in Belarus. You see, we're doing pretty good. We're in a pretty good position here. See, we're at 6% already. You know, 21% already. Let's go finish off their army real fast. Nah, what? I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was, but whatever. We don't really care too much about that. We only care about beating the Belarusians, you know? Reasserting our control over Belarus is all we care about. I'm so tempted to add reparations too. I'm gonna be real, but what can they pay me? Belarusians pay me. What do they have that I want and or need? Absolutely nothing is the answer. They have 5 troops again? Okay, I got good news. The Conservative Party is back in charge, boys. So that's the good news. The good news is we can now go back to mass taxing our population. You see that? It go green. It go green. Money go green. They have spoken, so we're good. We're okay. We're at least back to a survivable state, boys. It wasn't that. See, whenever you think your game is over in Victoria 2, realize that it's probably not over, and you can probably still recover it in some way, some form, some fashion. See? We can now fund that, factoring it up, and considering we get a new project. I was gonna say, do we have any capitalists here? Why are we getting new projects without whatever. I'm not even gonna question it. I'm just gonna be happy for it and accept it. You know, that's all I'm gonna do. How did I manage to completely dodge the the guys I was trying to go fight? You know. Okay. Oh, we got a gifted academic for our new first minister. That's pretty good. The research point modifier. Oh, there's Queen Vicky. Oh, build a university. I don't know what building a university actually does. I know they're a new building in this particular mod. I don't know what they do, though. I'm thinking they probably increase the development bank. I also don't know what those do. I'm thinking they probably increase the learning in your provinces is what I would like to assume. By the way, I lost all my relations with Russia, and they could instantly come kill me. So I'm going to use all my diplomacy points to start building back up my relations with the Russians. I'm gonna let these two armies quickly combine real fast because they've been trying to do it for the longest time. Bro, even more about radicals, man. If you're Belarus, you're not in a very good state right now. I want to get speared. I'm really hoping the Russian. Who is anyone trying to spear? It's the Russians. The Russians are about to sphere me. I'm gonna have to kill these radicals. I'm gonna have to kill these radicals, is what I'm gonna have to do. We just need to watch and make sure they don't take the capital, and we'll be okay. Also, when I get the... Can we stop taxing the rich now? We can. I'm going to stop taxing the rich now. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong. I like taxing the rich as much as the next guy. But, like... I mean, I adore taxing the rich. But I can't tax the rich right now because, I need to get capitalist. And one of the ways to spawn capitalists is to, you know, have a bunch of rich people have more money because they don't pay taxes. What happened to those rebels? Did they just disappear or something? So we're gonna wait for the, we're either gonna, my goal is to either wait for the Lombardy Revolution and then just take my cores off of Hungary, right? Or we're gonna wait for the Brothers' War and then I'll get my cores that way. One way or another, I'm gonna get my cores back. Man, this is the problem when you don't have craftsmen in your country. Where'd that third factory come from? I got some extra factories I don't remember building. I'm just a little bit scared that Belarus... Oh, my name is still over Belarus because even though they... This is technically like a civil war, I'm guessing, is what they count this as. Yeah, there they go. We want to kill those troops real quick. Okay, we got freedom of trade. I'm going to take idealism real fast so we can get those more research points. Now, from experience, usually getting freedom of trade starts to fix up the economy just a little bit. So, you know, a boy can dream. Oh, the game's paused. I'm wondering why I stopped moving. I'm like, oh, the game's paused. Can I catch those guys before they move? I can. They're instantly dead. Please don't make me siege down the entire country. Need to get my relations back up to 200 with the Russians. Did the Russians add me to their sphere? They did add me to their sphere. Did they add them to their sphere? They did not add them to the sphere. In fact, they're hostile. Everyone's hostile. I'm in the Russian sphere. Will they ally me yet? No, they still won't. The Ottomans want military access. Who are the Ottomans fighting for them to want military access? The Ottomans are fighting the... Dude, if I hadn't... Dude, I made such a big mistake, right, guys? Because if all I had to do was wait for the Ottomans... Wait for the Ottomans to go in on the Austrians and then go in with the Russians, bro. That would have been such... That would have been the play. That literally would have been the play right there. Is just wait for the Austrians and wait for the Ottomans to go in on the Austrians and then go in on the Ottomans. These the Austrians are really strong for some reason right now. The Austrians would have had to fight a two-front war against the entirety of the Russian Colossus while also fighting the Ottomans. That would have been such the play. I'm so upset that I didn't foresee it. Oh my god, dude, look! I'm gonna have to kill so many rebels. I just need to make sure that they're away from Minsk, and that's pretty much fine. They're all sieging out provinces that I'm not like in right now anyway, so it doesn't really matter. No, I'm just gonna let these guys sit right here because it's gonna take a really long time otherwise. Okay, let's go kill the bigger stack first. Take a look. We're at 67. Belarus wants the peace. There we go. There we go. Belarus pieced us out. That's good. They are once again my puppet. I'm happy. In the meantime, I'm going to quickly go and kill... What happened to the rebels? Did they just disappear or something? Guys, please remind me to keep an eye on the Belarusian rebels, please. Because if I don't keep an eye on them, No, they said no. There was supposed to be. If I don't keep an eye on them, what's gonna happen is those rebels are gonna come back and they're gonna kill the Belarusians. But there was a decision that said we'll stand on our own. Too long. Okay, so this allows escape. That allows us to escape their sphere. Claim Greater Ukraine. You have to be fascist to claim Greater Ukraine, which is pretty stupid. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, what's good, sir? You don't have 20. You don't have the 20 war score. If you think you have it bad, okay. I want to try to get my alliance back with the Russians now. That's my goal. Is to try to get my alliance. Oh, they will accept. I got my alliance back with the Russians. We're back, boys. We're back. We're so back. Let me see something real quick. BYE. Let me see something real quick. And the reason I want to see this is because apparently there was a decision. They apparently get a decision to unite. No, they get a rename decision. They don't really get anything beyond that. Really? Is that really all they get? It's not cool. Belarus, let me read this real quick. These release to seek for the free countries from its vassal status. Yeah, no, we'll take care of those guys when they come up. The reason that why can more Belarusians read than me? What are they doing? Okay, well, whatever. Okay, I did that for a reason. I wanted to see because apparently I saw they had a special decision that said like unite the nation or something like that. Am I still mobilized? I am. Let's finally demobilize. We can finally demobilize our economy, and you know, we're good. We're finally demobilized. Our money immediately went back up at the moment we demobilized, and now we have peasants to tax. Okay, let's go unite these guys over here. Our next main goal is kind of simple. I'm gonna conquest Moldavia. I can do it real quick. I keep saying Moldavia. I'm going to conquest Moldova, which shouldn't be too hard. They don't really have, as you can see, any troops whatsoever. I could use the pops. Instant 9 infamy. Okay, what does this do? Wrong. In the last 30 years, by granting proper recognition of the city, we have. Okay, well that's cool. We just found ourselves a new city. Let's go. I lost money, but you know that doesn't really matter. We're gonna go ahead and conquest Moldova though, because I want more pops, and I also want to get bigger on the map. So you know, it's mostly. I'm not gonna lie, it's mostly the pops though. Does this change the name of some of my territories? It does not. These Russian names are so stupid. Or no, Kherson is the proper name, but this is not. There we go. Let's see if we can't build ourselves a second army now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. There we go. So we're gonna build ourselves a second army, and we're mostly just gonna stick with the same 2 armies for now to survive. Ukraine. Yep, that's right. We're playing Ukraine. We're winning too. We're doing a good job too. We got it. Crimean Liberation Movement. Yeah, no, we're gonna go ahead and take out the Moldovians right now, bro. We're gonna wait to take them out because we have to go up here and kill these nationalists. They're not nationalists, but we're gonna have to go up here and kill these guys because otherwise, if we don't, I don't want these guys. Who's trying to? Anybody friendly? The UK and the Ottomans are friendly. That is scary. That is very scary. But that's also less scary because if right, the Russians join me. Are the Russians at war with anybody? The Russians are not at war. The Ottomans just lost a fresh war. The UK is a little scary. That is more scary than anything else. But the Ottomans, almost have the points to think, I believe, decrease the opinion of them. It's not going to be much to beat them, but I have the Russians. I think they killed him. I have the Russians on my side. You see what I'm saying? And by having the Russians on my side, it means that if anybody declares war, the Russians will come save me, and that the UK won't really be able to get to Russia, and so they'll just have to sort of peace out that way. It's gonna be very weird. But my name bigger on map, and that is all that we care about, right? Has Belarus recovered it? No, they have not recovered. I have 1 industry score. And I'm trying to wait till I get a little bit more money to increase my industry a little more. Or at least wait till my population, because I don't have... I need to increase... I need to wait until my population get a good amount so I can read. But, like, dude, I need more craftsmen. I need more craftsmen, for real. These factories could be profitable, but there's no one working in them. There's literally no one. No one working in these cities. Also, let me look at my... These are still the big cities, right? Is there a chart I can see to how many people can read in whatever population? Oh, literacy. Yeah, there is. So how do I notice who has the highest literacy? Okay, I'm trying to see. What if I go down here? Okay, well, whatever. I told you guys, the Ottomans are having a crisis, so I don't think we're gonna have to worry about them. The British are literally at war with Egypt right now. Egypt's fighting the British, and Britain is fighting the Egyptians. The Ottomans are also fighting the Egyptians. I don't think anyone's gonna notice us going in here on Moldova right now. I don't think anyone's gonna notice and or care. So we're going to go ahead and quickly declare war on them. Call in the Russians if they will join. The Russians will join, and that's all we care about. I don't think anyone else will join or even cares, so, you know. Gonna give the Russians military access. We are going to get these pops. It's over for you, Moldova. I'm gonna give the Russians military access. They don't have it, so all those troops that they had over here were just kind of stuck over here. We have received news that the Belarus has declared its independence. Oh my God! Again? Bro, okay, I'll deal with it. How long does my Casus Belli last? Does it expire? Let's see if it'll last until after. Let's see if I can get it after this war. I'm gonna fight this war real quick. Can I propose peace? No! No, there's still time. There's still time. Give me a second. There's still time. Dude, I think I just caught it before it auto-saved. I think I literally just caught it before it auto-saved. Single player. No, I didn't catch it. Dude, I'm so upset. I think I messed up. Bro, I'm so mad. Dude, okay, guys. Do you guys think it's appropriate that I just cheat and change owner of these provinces? I mean, I'm gonna be real. That's kind of unfair. You know what? No, I'm just gonna do it. I don't even care. I'm just gonna do it. I won that war. That's so dumb. I wasn't reading and I was trying to. I won that war fair and square, bro. Six, 7, 6. Boop, and then the last one is 6, 7, 3. There we go. I'm sorry, guys. I won that fair and square, and I'm like so upset. Was this supposed to put the space? Yeah, it was. I wasn't honest. You're right, and I wasn't thinking. I screwed up and like literally just wasn't thinking. So you know what? It's fine. I'm just gonna annex the land directly, and right back into Belarus I once again go for like the 50th time. I'm back into Belarus to declare war yet again. Nine. What more could you want? We literally have. I honestly don't know what these rebels legitimately want. I'm gonna be like 100% real with you. What exactly could you want? Is it because we're at war? Either way, I'm gonna take this as a great advantage right here. You see what I'm saying? Because now I can change something. Basic school system, so we can get a bonus to our education and get fully funded education 1. I'm gonna quickly try to kill these rebels real quick before. The Russians did most of the work for me, thank God. Okay. Rebels down and dealt with. Rebels done, dealt with, and dusted. It is now time to go in here and reclaim Belarus again. You see what that says? Third war of Ukrainian control over Belarus. This is the third war of Ukrainian control over Belarus. I fought this same war 3 times in a row now. I'm assuming what happened was the Belarusians got a bigger army than me, and they automatically just assumed they could declare their independence, right? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. They got a bigger army than I did, assumed they were stronger, and immediately went in. That's the only real, like, obvious thing. Why? Where's this 33 stat coming from? Okay. I'm gonna let this 2 stat go over here while I'm just go siege down Minsk again. Like, I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to keep coming back here and doing this exact same war. I'm almost, you know, there's a small part of me that is almost just tempted to take a state because I'm so annoyed at the Belarusians for making me fight the same war over and over again. I'm not building. I'm guessing the Russians are starting to invest in my economy. I'm happy to be in the Russian sphere because I'm getting a clothes factory for some reason, and I obviously should not be getting that. So it's very clear the Russians are investing. But now that we... Oh, okay, I thought the Austrians... I was looking over, right, and I thought the Austrians were full siege, and I was about to say, if the Austrians are full siege, I'm in. You know? Okay. So now the goal here is relatively simple, guys. We just need to wait. That's all we got to do. Maybe see if we can build one more army. Maybe. If not, then, you know, it's not that big a deal. We could. The Ottomans are weak, though. I could go down there and take the Bruiser off of them. I don't know what I would do with the Bruiser, but the Pops, there's not that many Pops, and there are obviously no... There are some... Oh, no. There's no Ukrainians living there. So, you know, it wouldn't be super useful. It's not as useful as getting my cores back from the freaking... The Poles don't have any of my cores, but getting my cores back from the Austrians would be a lot more useful, and it would make my country look a lot better than it currently does look, you know? Well, I thought Russia would go down there and deal with those guys. They have not done that. My God. 3rd time's the charm, hopefully. 3rd time is hopefully the charm. I'm gonna go and line up here on the Austrian border or something. We're focusing internally for a while, boys. Let's get ourselves some new fact. Look at these. No craftsmen. There's no craftsmen here. There's still no capitalist here either. Okay. Now with that done, we're going to take a few of these techs that, we're going to take this tech real quick, and then we'll start doing some of this stuff. Preferably, I want to get my Militex done, but man, oh man, do I want early railroad. When I tell you guys I want early railroad, I want early railroad. I'm tired. I'm so sick of not having a railroad. Also, tree production would be really good. Remove tariffs, dude. If I remove these tariffs, if I get rid of these tariffs, right? Oh, actually, no, you're right. I'm good. Okay, well, goodbye tariffs. Honestly, I thought I thought by having not having the tariffs, my country would collapse. But no, you're right. It's good. Just one letter away from. So okay, well, we're pretty good now. I got rid of my tariffs. I'm pretty good. I'm making a decent chunk of money now. And look at that. Some craftsmen. Not a lot of craftsmen, but some craftsmen, for sure. I don't know why the Russians thought this factory would do well. It's not really suited. I want these guys to... The glass factory is definitely going to be the money maker, so I'd rather have these guys get everything first. I don't know what the Russian thinking was behind having... I'm going to quickly increase administration. Because I have the money now, I'm going to increase administration so we can get even more tax money out of our population. I want administration to be up to its max so that way I can get max money. Why is my education not fully up, by the way? I don't know why my education wasn't up all the way, but I'm happy to have. I'm so happy to have just basic school system because then you get full. Where is it? I want to show you guys. Should I not see it here? I voted. Well, you get fully funded education, which give you a bit of a buff to your learning speed, which I'm sure you probably would have already guessed. You know, fully funded education and all that. Anyway, we just need to keep the Belarusians somewhat weak. I'm gonna reform my alliance with them. Our relations are up to 100. I imagine we're probably gonna have to go to war with them a few more times. There's the paper industry, so okay, we can now make paper factories. It's kind of cool. We don't have that many trees though here in the country. Look at that. I hate to have to subsidize my factories. It's a static modifier. Those don't show up everywhere. Oh, by the way, I can't set tariffs to 0%, dude. There is a limit to how far my tariffs can go back. Because I am unfortunately accept notifications when they get added / removed. Except the fact that I, still constitutional monarchy. And I'm not going to build a bigger army than this for now because that's going to cost way too much money to manage, and I don't want to manage that. Please, let me get some capitalists who spawn, please. Landowners. Let me get some capitalists who spawn so they can build those railroads, those sweet. I might actually, once we get railroads unlocked, I might actually just straight up encourage some so we can get a couple capitalists to just spawn. Because once you get one or two that spawn, it sort of tends to snowball and you don't have to do much beyond that. We do need more craftsmen. I think I'm going to start, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go for my, I'm going to go for railroads next, and then I'm going to go for, ideological thought, and then education efficiency. I'll go for my mill techs later on, don't worry, I will get caught up, but for now, I need to sort of get this economy spiraling. I need money, indeed. Because there'll be opportunities to get the Austrians once they start, sort of collapsing. Once the NGF forms, if the NGF is able to form, did they get Saxony? They got Saxony in their sphere. I see there. Oh no, they didn't. No, they didn't yet. How close are they? They're friendly, so I'm imagining they're gonna attempt it, right? Or is there like some type of modifier for them not to attempt it yet? They're doing Hanover. I thought they're not trying. Are they not doing Schleswig? I don't really know what the Prussians are doing. Maybe there's something in this particular mod to like make them not form the NGF too soon. Because sometimes they can form it really quickly, and then other times they just don't. So I'm assuming there might be something in this mod to keep them from just going like crazy and forming the NGF like right off the bat. But once those things happen, we should be fine. Because we're still buddies with the Russians, and the Russians will help us. Let the chips fall. I don't really care too much about what happens in the election, because I know the conservatives are going to win. Elections begin. There is a general sense that things are not going to proceed smoothly. A sense of change is in the air. While not everyone warns that change, it seems that everyone wants that change. It seems that there are many who have a chance to make it happen. A recent right. Oh no, this is unfortunate. So am I gonna get rebels? Violent elections. Ooh.
You better be careful out there now.
Ooh, that's it's a little rough, man. Okay, so we just got mechanical production. That's cool. We can now make wood. I love how the top thing I am importing is timber, though. Against Persia? What? I thought the Russians are like justifying on Persia. Why? Why? 7 clerks in Ukraine. See, what we can build over here. Building a lumber mill would be really cool, but we don't really have a lumber per se. Or timber. We'll build a cement factory. Those 7 clerks, they need somewhere to work. You know? That probably wasn't even the best thing to build there. I can be modest and get. I'm gonna be modest, and I'll take the research points. Thank you very much. I'm gonna be real, guys. Always take the research points, or like early game. Any event you get that gives you research research points, take those over the freaking prestige, because I feel like the research points are gonna help you go a lot further in the. That is a really good general. That's a really good general. It's really good. I can make them my puppet. I don't really know why I would want to do that, because the Russians don't. Do they have cores? The Russians don't have cores, and I don't know if the Russians could go to war with them. That'd be a very weird puppet to have, though. I mean, it'd be very strange, but I could do it. They're uncivilized too, so they're primitive, so I could actually go do it. Are the Ottomans still a GP? They are not. The Ottomans aren't a GP. Bro, I want to go. Oh, there's so much stuff I wish I could do, right? Should I. Okay, guys. Should I puppet Lithuania? And just have my name run all the way across here? Have like a weird triple puppet thing going on? There we go. The Conservative Party wins again. Also, you know, there's some really bad modifiers here. Some really bad decisions we got going on here that I don't like. Child labor is legal. I don't like the idea that child labor is legal. I would also like to get down to bankruptcy if possible. That'd be pretty good too. Now, I imagine the immigrant attraction probably is not doing that good. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah, people are leaving. People are leaving people are leaving the United Kingdom too, and they're all going to the United States. Look at that, bro. A lot of people are leaving the Austrians. A lot of people are leaving them. I can't speak for some reason. Voting rights rescinded. Sicily. Oh my God, Sicily got its independence. Are they at war? They are at war. Oh, they're gonna win. That's lame. Being really legally blind really does suck. Yeah, it really does kind of suck. But man, I would really like to go fight. I would. I can't do it, obviously, because they're at war and they're gonna lose that war. But man, you know, Sicily has one of the best sulfur provinces, some of the best sulfur provinces in the game, like period. They're not even, the two Sicilies aren't even allied with or protect. Should I justify? Let me make some ships real fast. I'm gonna make transport ships. I'm gonna make about 11 of them. They're probably gonna be really expensive to produce. But I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna set them to go right here. I'm gonna set them all to go right there. I might go just fight. I might legitimately go fight the two Sicilies for Sicily. You know? Because they're not protected with anyone. Are they friendly? No one. There's not. They're not even friendly with anyone. They're going to be relatively weak after the Civil War, and I have the Russians. You know, I have the Russians. Man, I wish I had those. I wish I had more craftsmen. So craftsmen, so bad. By the way, is this factory that I put down probably failing? Yeah. That's not. It's not doing too good. Mostly because there's nothing in this state. There are no craftsmen in that state whatsoever. Oh, what? New crisis with the Ottomans, I'm gonna assume. Yep, Greece wants their land back. Oh no, why did you do that? Why did the Russians back Greece? Ugh. Okay, the good news is Sicily still not protected by anyone or anything. These ships are coming out relatively quickly. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to justify on them to take state. Right? I'm gonna justify. Take state, Sicily. Acquire state. That's 5. I can get 5 infamy for that. It's not really that big a deal. I could get 5 infamy, and then I'm gonna go and I'm going to take. I'm gonna go and I'm going to take Sicily from the 2 Sicilies. Then they will be the no Sicilies because there is only 1 Sicily. Eight ships. That's fine. Okay. You need 11 to carry one whole stack. Dude, still no capitalist. I want those capitalists so bad. I hate that I have to do it this way though, because these 2 Sicilies and Italy are gonna have cores. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go because I don't think I want to hold Sicily for too long. So I think what I'm actually gonna do, the smarter move, right, is I'm gonna go. I'm gonna declare war on the 2 Sicilies, take Sicily, and just hold Sicily until and just sort of hold on to Sicily until the later game where Italy forms, and then oh my God, look at that! There's microstates. Some of the microstates are right there. Oh no, let's see the papal states. Yeah, look there they go, the microstates. Where are they? Monaco. I don't see Monaco. Maybe there is no Monaco yet, but there are a lot of microstates. White piece. They white pieced. Oh god, man, those little German microstates. How close am I to getting my thing? I'm just gonna let it run its course. When we get close to getting our justification, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna sell my ships over there. I'm sorry guys about that. It's my brother.
I'm sorry. What the freak? I hate everything in this.
37.
Who the freak is this? Oh my gosh. That literally came out of
Bro, Romanian. What? A 45 stack of Romanian Patriots. They're sieging down the land so quick, too. This is so stupid. Okay, that gained us early railroad. I'm gonna quickly go over here now and take ideological thoughts so I can get another max focus slot real fast. Deport them to Rome. After we fight the Sicilians, I might just deport them to Sicily, you know? This is a little bit annoying. I thought for a minute, Haiti is fighting the Dominican Republic for their independence. I'm gonna move my boats right there now. Oh, the game's paused. I'm waiting while I'm like, why are you moving so slow? The game's paused. I'm gonna have to be very quickly because if I'm not quick, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna lose my freaking land. Imagine, if you will, for a minute, you have an entire army with artillery, and then they start losing the battle. We have just received the news that... Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, bro! How? 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 Not now. You know, no. Fine, whatever. I'm done. I don't care anymore. I'm gonna go get my Sicily first, and then after I have my Sicily, I will deal with that. I will deal with them. I will deal with them later on. For now, I don't care enough. Krakow is probably at war with the Austrians. Yep. Decline. I will kill you, Belarus. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna save real quick. I'm gonna declare war, and then I'm gonna call in the Russians and see if the Russians, I'm gonna declare war, and then I'm gonna call in the Russians after I declare war again. Well, I guess no. I guess that's not gonna work, so I'm gonna quickly just go fight Belarus and Lithuania by myself again. I'll be honest, so we can get those research points, those sweet research points. Yeah, again, this is the fourth war of Ukrainian control over Belarus. The fourth one. Let that sink in for a second. The fourth war of Ukrainian control over Belarus. I'm also going to have to quickly get them before they get too big of a death stack, so... They've got a 60 stack and low org. Maybe I can win that. I cannot win that. I cannot win. How? How? What do they have? How? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. You look. It makes no sense. I'm telling you, they wiped my entire army. I'm telling you they're cheating. I'm telling you they're cheating. There's no other way they can wipe my entire army like that. They wiped my entire army. I had a dream last night where I was banned from the server for making a Powerpuff Girls joke. Why? That's a very weird dream to have. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, bro, they're gonna cut me down to size too. That is the worst part of it all. I'm so inclined. Actually, you know what? No, it's not that bad yet. You know why, guys? I forgot. I did take a save before we declared war, actually. So I think what's gonna happen now is I'm just gonna have to let Belarus, unfortunately, go for now. I'm pretty bummed out about that. I'm not gonna lie and say like I'm not a little bit bummed out that I do have to let Belarus just kind of go. I'm pretty bummed out that I'm gonna. Why would I ban you from the server for making a Powerpuff Girls joke? I'm pretty bummed out that I'm just gonna have to let Belarus kind of just go on its own for now. But Belarus is kind of it's gonna have to go on its own for now. I will come back for you too. I will. I will come back and I will kill you, Belarus, eventually. I don't know how long I'm gonna have this Casus Ballet for. Until August. I lose it in August. Okay, guys. Well, I guess we've lost Belarus temporarily, but we will come back for them. We will. And you know what? When I come back for Belarus the next time, when did the Russian truce end? So that August of 1848. Uprising. So, okay, no more Patriots there? No more Patriot Uprising. I would love to gain, like, a core on this. But you know what? It's fine. From now on, guys, I'm telling you right now, I'm changing the rules. No more. No more Mr. Nice Guy. I'm done with the whole, I'm done with the Belarus thing. I'm going to start annexing them straight up. There we go. Look, we're getting railroads now. We had a capitalist for a second. We got a railroad. They're protected by the Kingdom of Sardinia. Sardinia is a major now? They are a major. Well, I mean, I don't think I really care too much, because even if they are protected by the Kingdom of Sardinia, I have the Russians on my side. So, you know. I don't think I'm getting those transport ships back, though. I'm going to be real with you. Will the Russians join this? The Russians will indeed join this. Okay, the Russians joined. Sardinia, I'm going to assume, probably did not join because the Russians joined. Dude, just in time. Just in time. Literally, can I retreat from that? Can I retreat from that battle? That sucks. I would like to keep some of my transport ships, though. They're probably going to mobilize. They are going to mobilize. But I still do have the Russians. So, as long as I can hold Sicily, it's not that big a deal. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to try my best. The Russian ship, the Russian Navy is here. The Russian Navy is here. The Russian Colossus is here. Look at that! Yes! The Russians are here! You see, we can use the Russians to get our way in life. We just need to be smart about how we're gonna go about it. So now I'm gonna go about annexing some of their states, including most notably Minsk. Minsk is just gone. I'm just gonna take Minsk. I'm gonna justify on them once this truce is over, and I'm just gonna start taking land directly. I'm gonna annex Belarus directly over the course of this game and just straight up annex them. I don't care. Belarusian accepted or not accepted, I don't care. That 36 stack right there is a little bit of a bummer, but you know, whatever. Gotta rebuild my navy. Bro! British conquest of Minnesota is insane. Good job on winning these naval battles, Russia. I'm very proud of you, legitimately. Come on, don't let them get away. Well, there we go, boys. Ukrainian Sicily. Sulfur. Sulfur. Is there industry here? I don't think there's any sulfur here in Sicily. There it is. No, there it is. Look at that. Why were they upgrading this factory? Why? I'm actually just going to straight up close and destroy that factory. No, we're actually going to make something much more useful. It's not artillery, though. What can we make where we can get the most out of having sulfur? Clothing, which... The chemical industry? No, I guess it's not the chemical industry. Probably the ammunition industry is probably where we're going to get the most out of having that sulfur. But I just want to take a little look. Fertilizer! We're going to build a fertilizer factory in Sicily. That's what we're going to get the most out of that sulfur with. Just in time, we're on our way back too. Now, guys, being that I lost control over my puppet and loyal ally Belarus, I'm looking towards the future to get them back. But when they come back, they're coming back properly this time. I'm also, because I'm making a lot of money now, I'm also going to go ahead and build ourselves a whole new army, because 1, 2, 3, 4... 3, 4, 5. Is my chat updating properly? Hold on, let me restart the video to make the stream to make sure it is actually updating properly. Well, I've had my chat let it screw up before. Okay, there we go. You won, you won. There we go. Man, oh man, do I wish that I could kill. Still no capitalist. I'm gonna encourage some after I do ideological thought. I love how just getting that also added like 500,000 people to my population alone. I'm gonna take that real quick. Thank you very much. I'm gonna go about attracting some capitalists. There we go. 6 capitalist projects up underway. Look at that. There they are. The 3 capitalists in Ukraine. Honestly, being a capitalist here should be relatively easy. You're like there. I'm not taxing you whatsoever. You should have You should have pretty good wealth. I really only want the capitalists to start spawning projects. You see, now they're spawning my projects now. You see what I'm saying? Banks and railroads and with all that, it's everywhere. Troops are dying of attrition up there. Can't have that. I want 3. The reason I want 3 armies is because I don't know if the Austrian Civil War actually even happens in this mod. I'm so used to it happening in Vanilla Enhanced. I don't know if it actually happens here. For all I know, it could very well just not happen. Naples, because they no longer have Sicily, so they're just Naples. Why would the British attempt to do this? The Wallachian Revolution. They're fighting the Ottomans. You know, I wish I could go in and do something there. I wish the Austrians. Oh, it's 1848. I think I'm gonna go in and kill Belarus now. Our truce expires in August, the 11th of August. So come the 11th of August, it is over for you, Belarus. It's done. I'm going to straight up take Minsk from you, is what I'm going to do. I'm going to have 3 armies straight up ready to just fully take Minsk from you. I'm done. The capitalists still don't have money to fund this stuff. There are now 39 capitalists in the country, though, which is really good. I wouldn't be taxing them at all, but I still have to tax them somewhat. I'm still made to.
That's the best way.
You may indeed have military access, Wallachia. The Ottomans are still pretty strong, though, and you're probably going to lose. I shall give you some money, though. Have some money. Why are you losing money? I'm gonna cancel subsidies for a lot of these factories too. Look at that. As soon as I cancel subsidies, all of a sudden the factories start coming in. The luxury clothes factories start coming in. Factories closed. Some factories closed too. I'm gonna let these factories that have closed. I'm just gonna let them stay closed. By the way, I'm not gonna interfere with these factories anymore. They shall stay where they will stay. If your factory closes, it just closes. Instead, we're gonna let the economy sort of go on its own here. $61 capitalist. I'm waiting for this. It's almost August, and as soon as August comes around, that'll be when it's time to finally, and I do mean finally, start putting a dent in Belarus permanently. And I do mean permanently. Oh, the French Revolution.
It's the cat.
I mean, I'm not too big. I don't really care too much about laissez-faire, though. I would like to. I'm letting for the most part, I'm going to let the economy control itself now. There it is! There it is! The Hungarian Revolution. Can I go in on Austria to acquire... Wait, who has my cores? Does Hungary have any of my cores? They don't. It's just Austria. Guys, I'm going to save the game. We're going to see if the Russians will come in, and we're going to get our cores back from the Austrians. This is exactly what will win the Hungarians their independence. I'm going to quickly declare war, acquire all cores, Ukraine. The Russians will accept. The Russians will accept. Dude, and to think, I was thinking about Belarus. Do you have military access? Dude. I just want my cores, Austria. I just want my cores. I don't even want anything else. I just want my cores. Can we win this? I'm thinking we can. I just want my cores. Cores on you. It's like 4 cores. I don't even have that many cores, dude. Just give me my cores. We're not even really too concerned with the Russians. We're more so just concerned with getting our cores. It's all we want. It's all we want. All we want is the cores. There's the Italian War of Independence. It's not looking too good for Austria right now. Bro, Austria's so cooked. They're so cooked. They're so cooked, man. They're so cooked. I mean, I'm not doing so well either. Also, I would like to add if possible, I would like to add a war goal for Bukovina. Yeah. What?
Who is that?
Bro, the Austrians attacked me in a defensive province.
What you doing up here? How'd you get back in here? Why are you here again?
Why would you do that? How dumb are you, Austria? You attacked me in a defensive province.
This is why you got bad reviews.
The only scary part right now is just the. I'm not the war goal. This war's not going well enough. I can't add a war goal. I don't even care. Dude, I don't care. I only care about just trying to win. Russia, please work harder to unsiege my land. You have 100 stack right there. Do something. Do something, you fools. We can. This is an easy war. Do something. Help the Austrians or something. Do something, Russia. They're unsieging the land that we worked hard to siege. Russia, what are you doing?
How'd you get in the house?
The abdication of Ferdinand the First. Okay, it's not really going too well for the Austrians. I'm gonna be real. It's not going well for the Hungarians either. But I mean, that really does not concern us. All we're concerned with is getting our land back. You know, that's all we really want. That's all we want. That's literally all we want. We want nothing else. I just want my land back. I want my cores. I want my cores. I think we can do this, boys. I think we can get our cores back before. I think we can do it if the Russians are willing to actually piece us out. Sardinia won the Italian War of Independence. Let's go. Let's go. The Hungarians are gonna lose. I'm not particularly too happy about the Hungarians losing, but I am happy that that should be mostly good. Now I'm going to start doing my some Militex. I'm going to start getting caught up on my Militex, guys. Am I really going to lose that battle? I'm really going to lose that battle. No, I actually won that battle. Okay, cool. I'm not super happy about the Hungarians losing this war. I really kind of did want the Hungarians to win that. But it means nothing to me if the Russians would just give me my cores. If the Austrians would just give me my cores and let me peace out, I'm good. That's all I want. That's all I want. I don't want anything else. I'm not looking for extra land. I would have liked to have taken Bukovina because it's going to be the border's going to be really ugly with them just having the enclave over here, but I can't add a war goal. Oh, I can add a war goal. Okay. The Russians added a war goal. I'm going to add a war goal to acquire state. Bukovina. Yeah, okay. I'm going to take Bukovina. And that's all I want. That's all I want. Just to make it so it's not ugly. Also, because the Austrians don't have cores on Bukovina, I don't really have to worry about them coming to get me later on. So I'm going to add that as a war goal. And I think all we need to do is focus on trying to kill these German troops. Right? We're not super worried about the Austrians, the actual Austrian troops, because Russia is mostly here for the most part, and they are, you know, majorly sieging down. They're even unsieging the Austrian land in Hungary. So maybe Hungary might be able to pull off a W here. Nope, Budapest, or I guess Pest, is not sieged down just yet. There are Jacobin rebels, but we don't really care too much about those. Where's my army? It's over here. We might walk out of this war in a better position than we walked in.
Close the door.
Russia save you, and other Bavaria and other allies of Austrians. Russia saved you. Russia did indeed save me. That is the whole point. All we needed to do, all we had to do was just wait. I told you, once this revolution happened, all we had to do was wait. All we had to do was wait and bide our time. And boy, oh boy, did we bide our time and get lucky. I'm gonna help by unsieging down some of this Hungarian land, but I do really got to be a little bit careful because the Austrians still do have a fair number of troops over here that I don't want to, you know, sort of come up and kill me. So I am trying to be a little bit careful. We just need, and then after this war, guys, after this war, we can go in on Belarus, who is still just sitting here with Lithuania, with the Russians. Take Minsk, and we're gonna be pretty freaking powerful. We'll have our cores back. We got a bunch of capitalists who want to build things. We're making money. We're doing really good. We're gonna be really strong after this war. The reason I want to help the Hungarians is because they still haven't gotten pest just yet. I want to help the Hungarians because I don't want. I don't really care too much. I don't care if the Hungarians live or die. But I don't want the Austrians to become too strong, you know? But it would also really be good if the Austrians would go ahead and, like, if the Russians would hurry up and, you know, pieces out. Everything we gained. Yes! 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 Woohoo! Look at that! We got Bukovina too. The Austrians don't have cores. They don't have cores. They don't have cores. Oh my god. Oh my god, we're so strong. Oh my god, we're so strong. Dude, I think we got industry in some of this land too. We got all our cores. Look at those pops. 4 million pops. 4 million pops. Look at us on the map. We're looking so much better. Hungary's cooked. Hungary is cooked, and that is a bit of a bummer. Hungary being cooked is a bit of a bummer. I'm not gonna lie. Leave them some money, but they're still mostly cooked for the most part. But the Italians won. The Hungarian Revolution. The Italians won, and that is all that matters. The Italians are now here. The Austrians are now significantly weak. What? Why are the Papal States red now? Oh, because they're in their sphere, and the Sicily's also in their sphere. Oh no, they're not. Naples is not in their sphere anymore. I think if they get Naples in their sphere, they can form Italy. I don't know. I'm not too worried about holding on to Sicily, to be real with you. In fact, I might even just straight up release Sicily when the actual war kicks off. Let me take a look at these guys and see what you're missing. You're missing 1 artillery. You're actually pretty good. So I just need to get you up on 1 more artillery, and then we'll be good to go. I'm gonna get ready to. I'm gonna start justifying on the Belarusians next. We're really strong. The Russian truce is now going away. No one likes Belarus. The Russian truce is gone. My relations are above 100, so I do have to get my relations down first. But once I get my relations down, I'm gonna justify. You should pause and analyze more. Analyze what exactly? I mean, it's looking pretty good. I don't have much else I need to do. I got to do, like I said, I do. That Austrian, let me just make sure they did not gain. Okay, winning that war did not gain them cores on Bukovina. They still have no cores here. And look at that. We might actually be able to gain cores on Bukovina because there are decent chunks of Ukrainians who live here, right? So we might even be able to gain cores on some of this stuff. There are Romanians who live there, but still, guys, we're in much better shape. We got all of our cores back over here from the Russians. There's some Ukrainians who live here too. But too bad we can't do anything about that. But I do want to take. I'm gonna go after Minsk next. We're gonna go take Minsk from the borders are gonna be terrible when I take Minsk. I know, but I am still gonna do it because I want a weakened Belarus that I'm gonna come back and annex later on. Army movements. And your point, Kavapra? I mean, I don't really care. I won the war. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I've won the war. The war is won. We're good. Look, they reopened one of the cement factories that closed, so that's cool for them.
It's the camper dude. Oh no. I knew it was gonna be him.
I'm trying to get my relations down. Okay, there we go. We're under 100 now. So after that, we just need to go ahead and get ready to automatically declare on Belarus in a second, because we got the full might of the Russian army at our disposal yet again. I'm gonna try not to fight the war, to be real with you. The Papal State. Oh, the Papal States are fighting to escape the French. Well, whatever. We don't really care about that. I'm going to go ahead and declare 15 infamy is a lot, but I'm going to still do that to go ahead and take their capital, because I'm going to be modest. I want more research points. Give me all the research points. All the research points necessary. You sound like Stalin after the Winter of the War. Well, I mean, he is my hero. That is, you know, I do love Stalin, you know. Jacobin rebels. Okay, now we gotta hurry up, because the Russians are also gonna have themselves a little revolution here soon enough. The Ottoman borders look why? France, why do that? Why? You could have done anything else. Why? You know, whatever. I don't care. I honestly just don't care. At this point, I'm ecstatic. I'm happy. We're doing really good. Leave it be. Shut it down. Leave it be. We're doing really good right now. We're getting railroads. Use Ukrainian. Use Tartar. Use Ukrainian. We want the pot. We're in Russia's sphere. Okay, well, whatever.
Let me in. Hi.
My relations. Why did my relations go down a little bit with the Russians? Okay, I'm gonna build myself. Why? Okay, hold on. Let me take a little look at something real quick. Administration's up about 12. I'm losing a little bit of money, but this organize a crackdown. How many capitalists are there in my nation? How many capitalists are there? Because if there are zero, no, just in total, there are 300 capitalists. Okay, well, I'm gonna in my new area, I'm gonna stop producing capitalists in Kyrgyzstan and start encouraging clergymen again. There we go. There's 300 capitalists in Ukraine now. That is a lot of capitalists to start a project. It doesn't really matter.
No, he got Mike.
Look at that, fellas. I'm telling you, economy really going. Message retracted. What was the message that you retracted, Kavapper? We're doing really good. I'm gonna go ahead and get myself a new army up in the works, because 12 infamy is a lot of infamy, but whatever. I'm gonna get me a new army in the works. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. What? 14. He's a true visionary. That gives me research point modifier even more. That's really good. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. You talking to me?
Is that Rick? There's no way that's him.
Once we take Minsk, right, Belarus is going to be significantly weakened. Plus, that'll be even though we don't get Belarusian accepted, that'll still be decent pops we can get. And if they ever try to come back in on me, you know, I can kill them. And I'm doing my Miltex as we speak. This is 1850, so let me just make sure. Yeah, okay, so I'm just going to be spending throughout the 50s. I'm just going to get my main Miltex done. That's what I'm planning to do throughout the 50s. Getting my Miltex done, and then maybe doing some of these. I don't care too much about the Navy techs, because I'm not really planning to fight naval wars. didn't make it through YouTube's filters despite being 100% polite and safe for work. Okay, that's a little weird. Oh, well, okay, whatever.
You were the one who bashed him on the head with that hammer.
I'm not going to be fighting any naval wars, so I'm not really too worried about naval techs, to be real with you. Even then, like I said, I even said this before, I'm not really worried about holding on to Sicily. I'm really getting ready to kind of release them, to be real with you. If I release them, does Italy lose their course?
I told you it was red.
I want to hold the sulfur for now. I'm going to hold on to the sulfur for now. But I'm more so worrying about my actual, like, main possessions over here and trying to keep them. And my army's dying of attrition right here. Let me move over a little bit. Look at those Sicilian Liberation Movement. I am exporting a lot of sulfur though. That sulfur is pretty important. That sulfur is like really important. I'm the second highest producer of sulfur in the world. Why am I subsidizing these factories? I'm not supposed to be subsidizing anything. I'm not subsidizing this stuff. I'm letting it sort of go off on its own.
Wait, what? How was Rick's texting?
The cement factory immediately closed. That's really funny.
I knew it.
A majority of my population still cannot read. There's a small part of me that's just ever so slightly terrified that the Austrians are going to come back. But like, what is Prussia doing? Prussia, why are you not attempting to form Germany? What?
Go ahead and die.
Into here. You're not even trying. What are you doing, Prussia? What exactly are you doing? I'm confused by what Prussia is doing right now. You're not trying to like get Bavaria in your sphere or something. Bavaria might actually become a GP. What exactly are the Prussians doing? I don't know what they're doing this game. You're not spending your influence over here, are you? Oh, there's a new crisis, and it is between the Ottomans and the Albanians. Oh, well, there we go. Albania is now free. Free Albania. Can I get an alliance with them? They will not accept. Why does Albania not like me? Well, what did I do to Albania for them not to like me? Is it because I'm also in the Russian sphere? Gotta really suck to be the... South Italian Patriots. You know what, guys? I hate to tell you this. I really do hate to tell you this, but, where is it? See Sicily right here? Yeah, goodbye. Goodbye, Sicily. Look at that. Satellite of Ukraine, Sicily, free. Because I released them. Nope, they still got their cores on them. I don't really care anymore. I don't care about the sulfur. I don't. Oh, I did lose a lot of money from that though. And industry. So I'm a little bit bummed out about the industry and stuff. But like at the same time, it's not really worth holding on to all that. How many capitalists did I lose because of that? Not any. Barely any. The same time, like it's not really worth holding on to it. For this, it's I don't really think it is. I'm not gonna hold on to it anyway. I don't care enough. Have fun being free, Sicily. Have fun being free. Or at least have fun being free for as long as you are free now. Because I think what's actually about to happen is that Italy might form. No, these troops are just dying for some reason. Well, those South Italian patriots died, and absolutely nothing came of that. I honestly, I don't care though. I'm still doing fine money wise. I'm doing okay money wise. Um, I'm doing okay. Our administration, it's going up very slowly, very very slowly. Can I upgrade any of these? No, I can't. Okay, well, whatever. I'm waiting for this extremely long. What are these? What is Russia doing? What are they doing exactly?
That's my community. Like North.
Oh, hey, look. There they go. The Heavenly Kingdom. I'm going to send them some money. Hopefully they win. I highly doubt they're going to win, but it would be really cool if they did win.
Get a weapon.
They are really strong. Not as strong, though, and they're probably... Yeah, they're going to lose. I can already see right now they're going to lose. It's always a rare sight when the Heavenly Kingdom wins, though. It's always really cool. It's a really neat thing to see them win. Look at all these Romanians that live around here. So many Romanians. Not too much long left until our war justification is gone underway, but I'm honestly, I'm a little bit terrified. At first, I was super excited because I was thinking, oh, you know what, we're gonna crush these guys. But then I looked over here and I saw what the Russians are continuing with, and I don't really know anymore. I don't really know anymore. Ukrainian Democratic Agrarian Party. Alright, that's a party name. It's definitely a party name. Congress of Landowners, Ukrainian Democratic Party, Ukrainian Radical Party. Man, I wish I could get like some crazy Polish pot. Oh, what? I can kick all the Poles? That is, that's a little bit crazy. Rename Bukovina. It's a little crazy I could do that. Imagine if I could form, like, see, Ukrainian Belarus should be a formable. You know, the Greater Ukrainian Empire or something like that. It should be a formable. That'd be really cool. The Russians are really dumb. The Russians are really stupid.
That's why he asked, what was your name?
Kiev and Rus. Yeah, you're right. That Kiev and Rus should be a formable. Why is that not a formable? Maybe they figure. Okay, maybe my thinking is maybe they figure it's a little too old, or like the Ukrainians don't really have the capacity to claim that these days, or something. I don't know. That's the only thing I could think of for why they might not have it as a formable here. Okay, boys, here goes nothing. Let's hope that the Russians will, one, join, and two, that they will be smart enough to actually do something here. Now, I'm going to play it smart, right, guys? I'm going to play it really smart by just not invading Belarus just yet. I'm not, because they're going to mobilize, and the Russians join. I'm going to quickly walk away. Man, the strictest discipline. Actually, no, I'm going to go in real fast. I'm gonna go in and try to get some early land before. Did they mobilize? They have mobilized. I'm gonna try to get some early land before they can like get on a province and just death stack the heck out of the province. The more provinces I quickly take for them, the less land they have. Bada bing. I'm gonna go over here. Did I just lose my alliance with the Russians? No, actually, if anything, it went up. I still have it. I no longer still have it. It's a bit, losing my alliance all with the Russians is just a bit of a bummer. That also probably means I'm no longer in their shit. No, I'm still in their shit. I still have them allied too. I don't know what the heck happened then. Also, guys, it has been so long that I can actually take another state. Now, let's see what's the next state I would like to take. I'm going to take this one over here, which is Brest. I'm going to acquire state. Brest. There we go. And then later on, we're just going to later on, we'll conquest outright Belarus. We'll conquest them outright later on, but for now, this should 100% suffice. I'll say there's 61 troops to other, because some of those are the Russian troops. Okay. You know, I wouldn't totally be mad if the Russians took some stuff, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd be a little mad, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't be, like, insanely mad if they took some stuff. How much war score is this? I can't propose peace because I'm not the war leader. Is Lithuania? Lithuania's not even the war leader, so I don't know how much war score all this is worth. And if I'm even going to be able to take it all in one war, it would be kind of, that'd be kind of OP, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. As long as I get Minsk, we can come back for the rest later on. I just want to... Well, I know, I wish Kiev and Rus would be a formable. It's not, though. It would be really cool. But you can't form it. You can't... I looked. You cannot form that in this game. Hold on, there's a couple more decisions here. Increase the conscription time, encourage wars, support the current war is weak. Okay, well, that's fine. We stand around. So military. Ooh, you can request military aid to search for the Aegean civilizations. I can't do that. East Galicia. Okay, well, whatever. Dude, Belarus is almost full sieged. What about Lithuania? We haven't even stepped foot in Lithuania yet, but Belarus is full sieged. It's cooked. That's 100%. Russia, can you piece this out, please? Did they give us Brest? They did! Oh! Yo! Let's go! Look at that, man! Look at that. Not too long left for you, Belarus. You ain't got much left, because when I come back, I'm going to conquest you fully. You know, I would like to just state real quick that this is entirely on the Belarusians. I did not have any intentions to take this land originally. I had no intentions to take this land whatsoever. I didn't even want this land, okay? This land was, for the most part, useless. I only did this because the Belarusians refused to just stay my puppet. I had no intention of wanting or taking this land whatsoever, but now I have it, and it is mine. It is mine, oh mine, baby. Look at that. We're looking so strong. We are looking so large on the map. We're looking formidable. What? How many Belarusians now live in the country? There's a decent chunk of Russians here, but still not that many Belarusians. Are there? I don't see any. Cossacks. Look at that. We'll be back. When's the next truce end? The next truce ends... I know they did not say... It said 57. So the next truce ends in 57, and we will come back for you. We might even... You know what, guys? I might even get Lithuania now. I might even come back for Lithuania later on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're already at that point in time where I might just come back for them. It's like, what, Belarus is going to come back for the cores or something? Nah, I'm going to conquest them. Gotta suck to be cut off like that, I have to imagine, right? They are a civilized nation, and they're down to 95. So I think I might, yeah, legitimately be able to come back for them later on, which is great. Honestly, the fact that okay, it's pretty stupid that I don't get Belarusian accepted, though, right? Isn't that just a little bit dumb? I mean, in all the other mods, I got it accepted. I don't see any reason why Ukraine couldn't get why Belarusians wouldn't be accepted in the Ukraine. Like, Ottoman restoration of order in Albania. That looks fun. Not for me, of course. I have no intention of taking part in that whatsoever. But you know, that's what I don't like about Crisis, though, because you guys got to understand, when you get a crisis in this game and you get a country free from crisis, the main country doesn't actually lose cores on the like, why? When you release someone, you lose cores on them, right? But like, the main country doesn't lose cores, so it kind of just defeats the entire purpose of, you know, fighting them. Because I mean, look, the British are pretty strong. I don't know if they're gonna be able to come over here and do something. They're also fighting the Opium War. Okay, well, never mind. Never mind. The Russians could win this. The Russians could win this because the Ottomans are probably going to get sold out. But man, the strictest of discipline. Yeah, the Ottomans are probably getting sold out here. I'm not going to lie. Never mind. I'm going to just keep taking my military text real fast. We're going to have our military up and better. God, research seems so much faster in this version of the game. I'm going to have to get Romanticism next. By the way, I'm probably not going to stream much longer here, guys. I think... Oh, God, no. Look at that. No. Where's my other army? I'm definitely missing an army. Oh, it's right there. You know what we're going to do, guys? We're going to go until I conquer the rest of Belarus, and then I'm probably going to end the stream. Okay? I'm probably going to end the stream for the day, but I'm going to still keep playing, and I'll try to keep you guys updated on what happens in this game. So, you know, if you're in my Discord server, that's cool. Demand the strictest of discipline. Take care of these rebels, please. I'm losing so much money. The Polish unification. Poland doesn't have cores on any of this Belarusian land. Let the chips fall where they may. That's the Oregon Treaty. Oh, okay. Man, that line, I don't know about you guys. Does that line look a little bit... Okay. Does that line look a little bit straighter than it normally does in normal Victoria 2? These borders look... I know these are actually the normal borders, but it looks a little weird. You know, Victoria 2, such a straight line. Just flat across line. Oh, God, look at Mexico. All farmers shut down, but allow the farmers to keep their money. I'm gonna shut down and let the farmers keep their money. The farmers. Why do they still get militancy though? They keep their money, so I don't. It's not. Like, look at this. Dang rebels. I thought the Russians were cooking the Ottomans, but they clearly are not. They're clearly not cooking the Ottomans. So, guys, what do you guys think? How should we expand? We could go down here. We could puppet these little guys. Should we do that? Oh, I could straight up annex them. What? There's a lot of infamy, though. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. They want rights, huh? All rights with the universal voting, non-secret ballots. I don't want to give them any of these. I'm gonna be real. Universal voting. I could do that one, I guess. I'm not lowering, dude. Lowering the draft would suck. I would lose so many troops. I could allow the unions, I guess. Non-secret ballots, political parties, immigrants attraction, party support +5. I could do that. Wait, okay. I could allow all people to vote, but I don't know if I really want to do it. Assimilation goes down by 20. Yeah, I'm not doing that. In fact, if I did restrict the assimilation rate goes up. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna allow that because I would like it to. You know, because when I do, I believe it's nationalism and imperialism. I want cores on there. I can get cores on this stuff. You know, and there are Ukrainians who do live here. I'm gonna have to increase tariffs just a little bit. Can I get it down to the line? Okay, no, I'm gonna have to increase tariffs just a little bit because I am losing money. I guess I'll do non-secret ballots for political parties is what I will allow. I'll do that one. That seems fair. I'm kind of deciding if I want to, like, it'll be a little bit weird, but then I could probably go and annex the rest of these nations afterwards, right? Oh no, these are protected by the Russians. These ones aren't protected by the Russians. Well, I could get this very weird looking border. That would be a very weird looking border, you know. But I could do it. I do have a lot of infamy though, and I kind of want to save. And I kind of want to more than anything just save my infamy for But yeah, we're not doing that. What? Can I do this? What do I have to do? Social science. Okay, I don't have social science, so. Oh, my tariffs are going up even more. They're going up more. I'm losing money. There it is, boys. There it is. We have to increase tariffs. Okay, there should be a way for Belarusians then to assimilate into becoming Ukrainian, right? I don't think. I'm sorry. I'm not like okay. I'm not trying to be offensive here, right? But I consider myself a bit of an Eastern European, Soviet. Well, I say Soviet, but Russian enthusiast, right? In general. Now, hear me out. There's not a ton of differences between like Russians, Ukrainians. There are differences. There are definitely differences, but there's not like a ton of differences between Russians, Ukrainians, and Belarusians. Those three specifically. So it's a little bit weird that you can't, that you're going to tell me. It's a little bit weird that you're going to tell me that Belarusians can't just easily or fairly easily assimilate into being Ukrainian, you know? Are you good over there? What's so funny? What is so funny? You tell me. You'll have to tell me later. Oh, by the way, you lost. No, you lost. It doesn't even matter if I did it or not. You still lost.
You streaming that count?
Yeah, I'm still streaming. It still count. You lost, so let's just restart again. Can I? Okay, I have a truce with Lithuania too, right? They do. They get a truce with me. Are the? Oh my god! Oh my god! Dude, the Ottomans are almost full siege. They're almost full siege. I'm really scared that the Austrians might get. Did they gain? Did the Austrians gain? The Austrians still not gain cores on Hungary, but they have Hungarian accepted, right? They don't get Hungarian accepted. They probably can't do the Austro-Hungarian compromise. That's probably why. Okay, strategic mobility, and then after that, I'm gonna go probably take some of the economy tax. Okay, I can't do that until 1860, right? Yeah, okay. I hate that I have to keep tariffs up this high. I really do. Where's? That was weird. Oh, no, I got 3. Okay. That might have been one of the part of the reason as to why my population still cannot read. Okay. I'm gonna subsidize these factories for a little while because I'm trying to keep my economy from just absolutely exploding at any given moment. So I'm gonna go ahead and just subsidize these factories for now. Art, bro. Bro, the Lithuanians went in for their cores. The Lithuanians betrayed Belarus. They went in for their cores. Do I have some of their cores? I do. I do have a couple of their cores. Dude, Lithuania betrayed Belarus and went in for their cores. That's a little bit crazy, man. Yo, that's rough. That is, if you're Belarus, that's really, really rough. I feel bad now. I feel really bad, dude. That's so messed up.
RDC playing and watching them at the court. They ran into the shed. And he up here talking about myself. They had to do all this gonna come out and air this fuck out.
Oh, okay.
My freaking shed.
Bro, the Russians are killing the Bulgarian nationals. Why? Are the Russians adding war goals? They're not. Why can't Albania add status quo though? 'Cause the Ottomans are cooked. This war is gonna go on for a really, really long time. Dude, they're about to switch to. Oh, it's over. They're already a constitutional monarchy. Radicals just seized power. Radicals just seized power in Albania. The radical faction. Are they even still at war? They're still at war. Oh my god, dude. The Jacobins are about to also take down the Ottomans. This Bulgarian nationalist. One Russian division. I don't know what to tell you guys. Things are going a little bit wacky around here. That's for say. That's the truth. Bro, the funniest thing in the world is just that Lithuania betrayed Belarus and took territory from them. I'm already gonna go ahead and get on the Belarusian border though. I will be betraying them next. Why am I missing? Why 27? I'm missing one. Holy Land and have turned over control of Christian holy places. Bro, what? The Ottomans submitted to the French. That's pretty messed up. The Ottomans, Serb liberation. The Serbs are at war with Albania to get some of their court. That is going to be a very weird looking Serbia. Why didn't they submit to the Russians though? I thought they would submit to the Russians. They didn't. Dude, somebody's going to try to sphere. Who's going to sphere the Ottomans? Bulgaria gets no cores on this. I would like to annex Moldavia. I must be so real with you. I wish I could justify in the Ottomans. Why can't I justify in the Ottomans? Oh, my relations are too high with them. There's nothing really stopping me. They don't really have any troops. Are they still out with the British? The British are friendly with them. What the heck, bro? Okay, I'm back to the point where I can turn tariffs down all the way. So we got negative 25% tariff. So there we go. The economy's fluctuating just a bit. It's fluctuating just a bit, but it's fine. We should be able to keep tariffs mostly down now. Ah, see the problem here. We are not importing any textiles. They're in high demand, and we don't even have any ability to get any. I see. Okay, so I'm starting to understand now why some of these factories closed. I'm gonna go ahead and stop subsidizing these factories. But no effort in relieving the local farmers. Yeah, this is a factory that's probably time for you to close up shop, and those guys can go work at the other factory, right? Because some of these factories are just taking from, you know, the other factories. Like, look, that one's closed. That one just immediately closed. I think I know why that factory immediately closed. Because there's literally no sustaining that factory whatsoever. There's nothing to sustain it. That factory. Why are you suffering attrition? Oh. I'm so close to just going to. Oh my. Bulgaria is free. There we go. I think I just got limited safety regulations. Yup, limited safety. I rushed it through. Bro, Bulgaria is free. They're free. And because Bulgaria is free, that means they're going to want their cores back from the Ottomans, who now have them. They're secret ballots. I'm going to go ahead and get the secret ballots real fast. A lot of these factories closed because I can't keep them open because they're stupid. 6. One more year before I'm free to go back in on the Belarusians. One more year. Same for the Lithuanians too. Danish liberation of Schleswig. I don't know what's up with Prussia or why they didn't form the NGF this game. It's a little weird to see them not do it. Also, the Austrians look so weird not having. I'm gonna have tariffs about 41% is what I'm gonna do. For now, at least. Just to keep the economy afloat. Especially since all these factories closed. Look at all these factories that have closed. An alliance from the Ottoman Empire is insane. Bulgaria wants its land back too. I'm gonna take some of these now. For mostly more money. The Ottomans, they did white peace or something? Bro, the Russians are about to fall out of GP. That's so sad. The Austrians have climbed. The Russians are about to fall out of GP. You know, it might be because I won, really kind of stifled their growth potential. They didn't beat these guys. They didn't beat these guys. You know, you could always go back in and try to kill them, Russia. I don't think there's anybody there just wait who really cares if you go try to kill these guys. You know what I'm saying? There are some people leaving, but not that many compared to the. Oh my God, there's probably. Wow, wow. That is a lot of people leaving the UK. A lot of people leaving the UK. There's also just a lot of people leaving the Ottomans too, but not as many people as leaving the UK and the Austrians. The Austrians and the UK are kind of cooked. Some people are leaving my land too, but there's a lot of people leaving. Some people are leaving Russia too. More people are leaving me than are leaving Russia. Prussia's losing a few people too. So are the French. So are the Spanish. Bavaria's gaining immigrants. Belgium's gaining some too. Prussia's gaining immigrants too. But mostly from the other German states, so, you know. Make of that what you will. But I have reached a population of 5 mil now, so that's cool. Total pop of 20 mil. There are a lot of factories. You know, honestly, a lot of these factories probably closed because they were using sulfur. I don't know why these. Why is this so unprofitable? Is it because it has no workers? Yeah, there's simply just because there's no craftsmen. There's no craftsmen whatsoever in a lot of these states, and that is the biggest issue. I could go encourage some, but I need more. How do I get... Okay. I could go encourage some, but I kind of really need to freaking... maybe taking these tax will encourage... Let's see. Efficiency. Tax efficiency. Prestige. I'm a little annoyed. There's got to be something here to get more people to convert from farmer to craftsman. Because we simply we need more, and I don't know how to get them to do it. Let me see something. Actually, guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end stream here. We don't seem to have any more viewers, so I'm probably just gonna go ahead and end it off now. So thank you all for tuning in. I had some fun playing. I'm recording. I had some fun playing Victoria 2. I'm gonna continue to play this game off camera, and yeah, I'll catch you later.